Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are diving into a comparison that often comes up when working with APIs, and that's REST versus SOAP. If you are building or consuming web services, understanding the differences between these two API standards is crucial. They both allow systems to talk to each other over a network, but they do it in very different ways. In this video, we'll explore the architecture, communication style, formats, performance, use cases, and when you should choose one over the other. Let's begin with what each of them is. SOAP, which stands for Simple Object Access Protocol, is a protocol designed to enable communication between applications over a network. It's been around since the late 1990s and was originally developed by Microsoft. REST, short for Representational State Transfer, is an architectural style introduced by Roy Fielding. It uses standard HTTP methods like GET, POST, PUT and DELETE to access and manipulate resources. So to put it simply, SOAP is a strict protocol with defined rules and structure, while REST is a flexible architectural approach that leverages existing web standards. Let's discuss protocol versus style. SOAP is a protocol, which means it defines exactly how messages should be structured and processed. It uses an XML-based messaging system, and all requests and responses follow a formal envelope format. REST is not a protocol. Instead, it is a set of principles that guide how resources should be represented and interacted with using HTTP. RESTful APIs can return data in different formats like JSON, XML, or even plain text, depending on what the client requests. Because SOAP is stricter, it often includes additional layers like security, transactions, and message integrity. REST, on the other hand, is lighter and faster because it avoids extra layers of complexity. Now let's look at the message format. SOAP messages are always formatted in XML. This format is powerful but also more verbose, which can impact performance and readability. REST supports multiple formats, but the most commonly used format today is JSON. JSON is easier to read, smaller in size, and more efficient to transmit over the web, especially for mobile applications or front-end clients. So if your goal is performance and simplicity, REST with JSON often wins. If you need standardized, highly structured messaging, especially in enterprise or legacy systems, SOAP may still be the right fit. Next, transport protocol. REST APIs use the HTTP protocol exclusively. Every RESTful API call maps directly to an HTTP method, making it easy to understand and use with tools like browsers, curl, or Postman. SOAP is more flexible in terms of transport. While it commonly uses HTTP, it can also operate over SMTP, JMS, or TCP. This allows it to support more complex routing and enterprise messaging requirements. So REST is tightly coupled with the web, while SOAP can work across a wider range of network protocols. Let's see the terms of performance. In general, REST is faster and more lightweight than SOAP. Because it often uses JSON and simpler messaging, REST APIs are better suited for high-performance applications and mobile apps where bandwidth matters. SOAP, with its XML structure and required headers, has higher overhead. It is more secure and reliable, but also slower to process, especially when handling large numbers of requests or limited bandwidth. That said, SOAP's structure can actually benefit large enterprise systems where consistency, reliability, and built-in error handling are critical. Let's see the security. Both REST and SOAP can be secured, but they handle security differently. SOAP supports WS security, a formal set of standards that cover authentication, encryption, signing, and more. These standards make SOAP a strong choice for sensitive enterprise data or financial transactions. REST typically uses HTTPS combined with tokens such as OAuth or API keys for authentication. While this is simpler and effective for many use cases, it does not have as many built-in security layers as SOAP. So if you need end-to-end security compliance out of the box, SOAP may have the upper hand. If you want something lighter and easier to set up, REST is more practical. Next, error handling. SOAP provides standardized error responses, which are structured and detailed. If something goes wrong in a SOAP request, the system responds with a formal fault message, which can be parsed and understood programmatically. REST handles errors using standard HTTP status codes. A 200 means success, a 400 indicates a client-side issue, and a 500 signals a server error. While this is simpler, It relies on developers to add custom messages for clarity. So in REST, error handling is more flexible but less formalized. In SOAP, it's more rigid but standardized. Next, let's look at the real-world use cases. SOAP is often used in enterprise-level applications, especially in sectors like banking, insurance, or telecommunications. It supports features like ACID-compliant transactions, message reliability, and built-in contract definitions using WSDL, Web Services Description Language. REST is the go-to choice for web apps, mobile apps, and public APIs. Services like Twitter, Stripe, Spotify, and GitHub all use REST to provide fast, flexible integration. If you are building for modern web and cloud systems, REST is likely your first choice. If you are integrating with legacy systems or require strict enterprise compliance, SOAP is still a reliable standard. Now let's look at TJ development speed and adoption. REST has become the dominant choice for most modern development teams because it's easier to learn, faster to build, and widely supported. It works well with JavaScript, React, Python, and many frameworks right out of the box. The JSON format makes integration with web and mobile apps smoother and more efficient. SOAP, while more complex, is still widely used in enterprise environments, especially in Java-based ecosystems and older service platforms that rely on WSDL contracts. So for most developers and startups, REST offers quicker development cycles and better tooling support. For regulated industries or mission-critical applications, SOAP still provides a solid foundation. Let's quickly recap the key differences. SOAP is a strict protocol that uses XML, supports multiple transport layers, and includes enterprise features like WS security and standardized error handling. REST is an architectural style that uses standard HTTP, supports JSON and other formats, and emphasizes simplicity, speed, and flexibility. Choosing between them depends on your needs. Use REST when you want something fast, scalable, and easy to work with, especially for web and mobile apps. Use SOAP when you need structure, reliability, and strong security for enterprise or legacy systems. If this helped clarify REST versus SOAP for you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment if you have any questions or want a follow-up tutorial. Until next time, keep learning and keep building.